Get ready for the world's greatest Arsenal podcast. Welcome to another podcast by Guns and Yellow Ribbons. Enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to Guns and Yellow Ribbons. My name is Fergus. He's Trevor. He's only sitting beside me. You'll see in a second. We're in St Gallen. I'm going to crack open a beer.
Well, where's my beer?
Your beer's here.
Oh, good man.
See, I knew him. He didn't want any beer, he said, when we were in the garage.
You're doing my head in already.
Here we go.
Cheers,
Away
mate.
days. Cheers. Right, guys, welcome to another episode. Why is that not gone? There we go. Here we are.
God, I'm so much better looking than you, Ferg.
We're in a kitchen in an Airbnb in St Gallen. We're out here for the for the FC ZUrich game.
Yeah.
It's really peaceful out here, except for the thunder and lightning. We're absolutely soaked.
Yeah, we are.
We mortgaged our spleen for a burger today, and we found 05's bar in the city centre.
Yeah.
It was decent enough, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had a few, what was it, £6 or £7 pints there, and then we had to walk back and had a few £5.50 cans of beer somewhere, but it's what you do, isn't it, Ferg? Eh? It's what you do. You look drunk, mate, you do. I wish you were sober like that.
So let's rewind to Sunday, shall we? Rewind to Sunday, because we're going to talk about the Man United game. Okay, first, and then we'll talk about St Gallen. So
I can't look at you because you make me laugh. Just talk to me and I'll listen.
Talking about drunk. Okay. I was never so sober at a Man United or an away game in my life. I wasn't actually very well, and this man and Terry, who's in the other room, took care of us really well. Oh, evening, Terry. Hello, Terry's camera shy. He won't come and join us.
He's only around here.
He's only around the back. And he's got no beer, but we got beer, Tel.
Yeah, we have Tel. We've got beer, Tel.
Man United game. So there was one change in the lineup. We had Zinchenko in for KT, and Odegaard was fit. What did you make of that lineup that we had in that game? And I'll try and bring it up while we're talking here.
Fergus, I've said for every game this season, we just played the lineup we had to play, mate. That was who was available. It was the best team available, and he played our best team. And my God, didn't they put in an effort, our best team, for the game? Yeah, they did. It was outstanding. Really did. It's too late now. We've spoke about the team. You can move on. That's nice sitting next to you because I can bosh you out.
Honestly, this is going to be a nightmare. So if we look at the United game, they came out strong early on in the game.
Put comments
first 15, 20 minutes of the game. United came at us. They came at us and nearly had a goal in the first opportunity. And then we took control of the game. Odegaard was fouled. I did have all the video, but they're now stuck back in England. So Odegaard was committed a foul, but he laid off to Saka, and Martinelli scored a goal.
What a goal as well.
It was a great goal. It was a great goal.
One of the great goals, yeah.
What did you make of there in the stadium? First of all, what a shit stadium. But there in the stadium, I didn't even know at half time why that goal was ruled out. What did you make of that?
Well, Old Trafford's that kind of stadium, isn't it, mate? It's an old stadium that they call the Theatre of Dreams, but it's actually just had as many seats as they can packed into a tiny space. There's no screens there. There's a tiny little scoreboard there. And we just couldn't work out there. We didn't have a clue why it was disallowed. It was such a wonderful goal. And we said the day before, didn't we? Oh, there's my boy. That's my lad. Hello, Alex. All right, mate. I hope my beautiful granddaughter's okay, mate. Love you all.
He's drunk again.
No, I'm not drunk to say that. Stop it.
No, not to say that.
I've lost track now. What was we saying?
I don't know. You're drunk.
I am drunk. No, we said before the game, didn't we? Do you remember we said, we had a podcast and we said, VAR has been so responsible for results this year, right? I would hate it if when we played Man United, such a big game, that the biggest talking point was the referee and VAR. And Fergie, it was, wasn't it, mate?
It was. And the issue that you had as well is that the two, the match official and the VAR official were also local boys as well, which added a little bit of a stench to the whole thing.
Come on, the referee had a 9-minute drive to the game from his house. Come on, he could have lived on the doorstep. But we played so well. I was so proud of the effort our lads made, and I honestly think that we lost because of naivety, not just with the players, but I think the manager made a mistake. as much as I back him, we're allowed to just gently say that we think he made a mistake. And I think there was a bit of naivety all around, because I think when we went 1-1, I'd have put my house on us winning that game when we went 1-1. We looked so good, didn't we?
We did. And to be honest, that goal going in at 1-0, it's a completely different game. And I don't think Man United are coming back into that game, not the way we dominated. But unfortunately, 37 minutes in, Zinchenko was sucked in field and Rashford tried to pass through his legs wide to Anthony. And Anthony scored his debut goal for Man United.
I hope you all don't think Fergus is really clever every week, because that's the first time I've been sat next to him. You don't remember it. He writes it all down. Look, what a lot.
It's called preparation. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, I don't do that. Yeah. But then again, you lead and I follow. Yeah, the first goal came against a runner play, didn't it? You know, and we were all gutted. But what happened? This is what's different this season. What happened when that first goal went in, mate? The Arsenal fans just raised it another level, didn't they?
Yeah.
They just lifted that team again and again. And we went and got the equaliser, didn't we? Who scored the equaliser? I'm drunk, I can't remember.
The equaliser was scored by Saka in the second half.
Oh, it was, yeah.
That's on my notes that I haven't even looked at yet.
Oh, right, okay.
But okay. Mike, going back to the VAR, has made a really good point. VAR shouldn't be micromanaging little fouls. VAR should be for the big decisions like red cards and pens and clear and obvious and everything else.
Leave that there, folks. Yeah. Leave it there, mate.
But before you come in on that, the referee was right by that foul. Okay, he could have seen it in live play, and he took 2.5 minutes at the screen with somebody yelling in his ear. Give it. Don't give him the goal. Don't give him the goal. With
the pressure of 70,000 people. But you saying don't mention in his ear, mate, is exactly right. And I'll take half of a word there that Mike, our good friend Mike, puts up. Micromanage. We'll take the manage off and just put Mike, right? If they had the bottle to let us hear what's being said to the ref, what his decisions are being made, like they do in other sports. Yeah. You hear them in rugby, you hear all the radio stuff in Formula One. I know it's different, but you hear it all. Why won't they let us hear the conversations being had in football? If it's a clean sport and it's being properly run, VAR and officials, why can't we hear what's being said to the referee? Surely it'd make it a lot easier for us fans to understand, wouldn't it? Don't you think?
It would. Part of me, like I like the concept of VAR. If the issue I have got with VAR is the actual officials rather than the VAR concept itself. I just think they're pretty poor. Dan Gunning in the chat. See you tomorrow, Dan.
Dan, don't forget money. You need
lots of money. Lots of money,
man. This place is.
We've ran out of beer, so you've got to bring loads.
This
of money.
Place is crazy expensive. A Burger King meal is going to set you back 25 quid.
25 quid for a Burger King for a Whopper meal.
Have a big feed on the plane before you get off and make it last you a couple of days.
We're not wasting our money on food. It's all beer. So the same thing happened at Leicester. No foul. Our goal given consistency is needed. I think we could go on. We could go on and on for ages about that. But let's look at the second half. Arsenal should have drawn early and level in the second half. Gabriel Jesus was too strong for Martinez. The little Rottweiler, isn't that the one that everybody on Twitter was screaming we should have had for Arsenal? Yeah. And we were gutted that Man United signed him for 75 million. Yeah. Turning the defender, pulling the ball back to Odegaard. And Odegaard, yet again, and I'm not slagging Odegaard off, but yet again, he overplayed something again, didn't he?
Did he?
Did he? Oh, you were drunk by that stage.
Drunk.
Yeah, you were drunk by that stage.
I was supporting the Arsenal, screaming and shouting.
And we had Saka. Saka should have took a shot. But, there was more pressure. Jesus was over the bar. And then about 58, 60 minutes in, Ronaldo came on. And then we had the equaliser. With all the pressure leading up to that equaliser from the get-go of the second half was all Arsenal.
It was, yeah. Even when we went 2-1 down, right? I thought we're still going to get something out of this game. We looked that good. I'm going to burp. Sorry about the beer. You talk, Ferg. I'm going to burp. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Can't take him anywhere.
Excuse me, people. I do apologise.
That was the cheeseburger. You should have gone for the better burger,
Yeah, I know. It was all the onions.
For one French franc. That's all you've done.
An extra spoon of onions cost me £5. Unbelievable. But we did, when we went 2-1 down, I could see the lovely Joe Testers in the comments there as well. And I just can't believe that it was naivety. We were as good a football team. We were as well organised, but we have got. I know it's not an excuse. It's a fact. We've got a young side. They're still learning, especially they may not be learning in games against like the lower sides with the greatest of respect. But when it comes to Manchester United away, it's a massive game. You've got 73,000 people on your back. They're still learning in that. And I thought that Arteta made a bit of a mistake bringing all his subs on when he did. But I still love the man. I'm not going to rant and rage like certain people would. I'm just going to say, I wish he hadn't done it all at once.
We'll get into that one. Before we get to there, Saka equalised in the 60th minute.
Yep.
It went absolutely nuts in the standing area, in the other area as well, the whole away end.
Yeah.
The away end got really behind throughout the game. And at that point, there was only one team I thought was going to win that game. Even at 2-1, we're talking to some lads in the bar tonight, even at 2-1, we felt that it was Arsenal's game to win. Didn't you?
Of course we did. Of course we thought it was Arsenal's game to win because we were playing that well. We were playing with confidence. We were spreading the play. We looked really, really good. And it was breakaways. I've not watched it back, Ferg, and I've got a bit of a cloudy memory, as you know, right? But to me, it just came again. Yeah, it was. Yeah, he's not bought any, by the way. I've bought them all. It was just against the run of play. We had a couple of breakaway goals, and they've ripped us apart in about 10 seconds. But apart from that, I know that doesn't mean a lot because we lost. But apart from that, we looked a bloody good side, and I'm still full of confidence and hope for the rest of the season. Absolutely.
So we are 1-1. We feel that we're the better side going in, the better team. We're on the ascendants, and we pushed way too far up the pitch. And you mentioned Joe earlier. Joe put in the chat. Where's it back?
You've gone past it.
No. There's another comment up here. She says here we started to play high.
Press it again, Ferg. You're drunk. Press it again.
I don't. It's there.
Oh, it's there. Look.
Jesus. We started to play too high up the pitch it just came too soon with the third goal. But the second and the third goal were both the same thing, pushing up the pitch. In particular, the third goal, Ben White was pushed that little bit too far. He tried to play the offside trap with about a 9-10 foot gap between him and Fernandes, I think it was, or Eriksson. And two great goals. I must admit, they were really good goals by Man United.
Crap.
They were really good goals by Man
Rubbish.
United.
Crap.
But the fact of the matter
Rubbish.
they had three chances on goal and they were clinical and they scored.
Crap, rubbish. Scroll down so I can see the comments, please.
Oh, Jesus. See, it's better when he's on his own computer because he's at home and can do all this. And you see him looking like that when he's looking down the bottom of his glasses because he's very focused. And you can't see otherwise.
I can't see with my glasses at the moment, let alone without them.
Andy's in the chat. Great to see you two pair of legends on here. 2 pints Trev can sing. You'll get a little bit of a sing song in a few minutes.
Yeah.
We'll see that.
Andy, I wish I'd only had 2 pints. Well, do you know what? When I wake up in the morning, I wish I only had 2 pints tonight, mate. Trust me.
Yeah, Donna's watching this, by the way.
Is she?
No.
Oh, right.
You shit yourself for a second.
No, she might be washing it. I love my missus. I had 2 pints done too.
2 pints, yeah. You can't afford any more over here. So the 3 subs, we talked about the 3 subs.
Yeah, who were they? Can you remember?
I can't.
Look at you now.
I didn't even write them down. I know Odegaard came off, Saka came off, Eddie came on,
Smith Rowe came
on, and Lokonga came off for, I can't remember the...
Vieira.
Vieira,
Vieira.
absolutely. Yeah.
He comes from Portugal.
You weren't that pissed then, were you?
He plays for Arsenal. Vieira.
Yeah, there we go. Look, thank you, Eddie.
You
Vieira, ESR.
Thank you, Stuart. Thank you. Much appreciated.
Thank you. So those 3 subs, did you think that was slightly naive? Or was it a panic move by Arteta?
See, you're feeding me a line, Ferg, because I've already said that, mate. I'm going to burp again. I've already said that, mate. But... Oh, excuse me. Oh, I never do that normally. I'm a good boy. But maybe it was a bit naive on reflection, but it's what Mikel Arteta wanted to do. That's the Mikel Arteta that's won us the first 5 games of the season. That's still got us at the top of the Football League. That's beat so-called small teams, but those teams have beaten Liverpool and have beaten, other top sides, have beaten Chelsea. So Mikel Arteta thought we needed 3 subs, so 3 subs we had. And that was it. And I thought maybe we didn't need it at that time, but I'll go with a gaffer, and that's it. What have you got on that screen now?
I'm just trying to get some photos on. You just carry on talking because you're good at that.
I'm done with talking. But I can't see because I can't see what people are talking about in the comments.
Jesus, you're hard work, aren't you? Right, so Terry in the next room says...
How are you going to play Trev? Look, right, we was in the car today coming and it was like Fergus and I'd Fergus in the front, Terry in the back. It was like having 2 4-year-olds in the car. Moan. So...
Before we get into Terry's comment there, let's just finish off on the Man United game, because there's a few things I want to talk about the Man United game. Donna is in the chat.
He's
a nightmare.
He's so drunk, Donna is.
No, definitely not. But before the game, on the walk from the Lime Bar to the stadium, there was some scuffles and hassle and stuff like that.
I don't think we should give that any publicity, mate.
But no, my issue more was after the game. And there was a quite, not a toxic, but not a nice atmosphere. And Ty from AFTV jumped in to say, to try and ensure that 2 80-year-old people, one with a walking stick.
Well, you've got to be careful because they may not be 80, Ferg.
Okay, 70 then.
Elderly people. Don't name an age. Don't name an age. But have a bit of decorum like me.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But they were jostled and hassled, and that was just poor. That's absolute poor form up there.
Yeah, it was poor form, and there was a bit of pushing and shoving. And if I'm honest, I did a bit of pushing and shoving, even at my age, even though someone could blow me over with a feather at my age. There was a couple of 2 or 3 Arsenal fans that were getting bullied by very, very many Man United fans, and they were filming it, and it was embarrassing. And thankfully, and in fairness, the police moved in very quickly and they stopped it. So that was the end of it. But it's not a very nice place to go. Never has been and never will be, Old Trafford.
It was good to see Gary up there at the lime tree, and Gary was with Ben Bennett and the others, and unfortunately, that Larry... that's the Larry fellow who...
How you doing, Al?
All right, mate. Or a girl. Sorry, mate.
Sorry, mate.
So listen, 17 minutes in, that's enough for the Man United game. We're here in St Gallen.
St Gallen.
We left our houses at the early hours of the morning.
Gallen?
Gallen. Well, it won't be gallons of beer, will it?
We're playing Zurich, but we're about an hour away from Zurich because they can't use their stadium, so we're playing in St Gallen. St Gallen. I'm sure we'll get corrected, Ferg, in a minute.
Well, if you've mispronounced something, that'll be a start, won't it? That'll be a first time.
It would be a first. But it's been a bit hard work tonight, hasn't it? Really.
Well, we had quite a great trip. What I was trying to get up here, I'll tell you what. I'll play this for you guys. I'm just going to play. Hang on. We had a nice journey up, and
from the Cali to the cross and every shithole in between. Past the church, the mosque, the crack den, and the offie on the corner. See the brasses from the brothel, pretends to be a sauna. Watch the bedlam in the bookies, see the winners and the losers seeking solace from their sorrow in the local battle cruisers. Through the madness in the market, where with faces turn to hello.
Here we go.
I didn't know he was filming this, by the way, and I absolutely love it.
This is driving from Milan through the Alps.
I adore this song. I've heard it thousands of times now. And it makes the hair on the back of my neck stand on it. And, thank you, Lou Dunford, for giving me something to relate to. God, I'm a good-looking bugger, mate.
Mind you, that wasn't too bad. But tell, what was that Catherine Jenkins like? Awful.
She's Catherine Jenkins.
With Catherine Jenkins.
They wound me up today with my Catherine. I love my Catherine Jenkins. She's a stunning woman and a great singer. And the 2 4-year-olds in the car were getting stuck into me, and I wasn't happy. I nearly pulled over and said, "That's it, it's all over." But I didn't, because I want to see the Arsenal.
And then we had the police. We had
With the police.
we had the
We had a bit of Oasis.
Riders of the Night.
We had the Riders of the Night. Be Jesus and Buddy. I've sang it so well.
I think I'll get up and I'll sing it again.
Yeah, so we had a really good. It took a bit longer than we thought because we had a bit of traffic, but my God, what a drive, Sergey!
Beautiful,
stunning,
beautiful,
stunningly beautiful drive.
We will put up on Twitter and on the page some of the.
There's trolls. Are we going to see you in Norway, son? We'll be in Bodo. Are you anywhere near there, mate? But going back to what it was. We ummed and ahed about making the drive, but it worked out. It was so cheap for us to do, and wow, what a drive! Over the moon with the day, and let's hope Arsenal top it off with a win tomorrow, eh, Ferg?
So on tomorrow, what are you?
I'm going to burp again.
He's going to burp again. On tomorrow,
excuse me.
What
I do apologise.
What are we expecting on tomorrow? Wholesale changes, or do you think we're going to focus on what we need to do?
I think we'll see some big changes, Fergus. I do. I think we'll see all the subs that came on at the weekend will start the game, I would imagine.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. Well, the goal kick will be interesting because it's how much confidence has Mikel got in the new lad, and so that'll be interesting. But I think we'll see all the three subs that come on Sunday start the game, and maybe one or two others. But I really want us to take it seriously, this competition. I've already booked an hotel in Budapest for the final. And it's a competition that our great team should be capable of winning. We said it last season and we came up short. But let's hope we just go a little bit further today, next time, eh?
So Kai mentions in the chat about Vieira at the Man United game.
We fell out about that today, you and me.
Okay. I said he looked okay. I didn't think he looked like he needed to get used to the Premier League a little bit. But I do expect to see him start tomorrow. Would you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I thought when he came on, he looked really confident. He looked like he didn't have any problems playing at that level. But what we just said, the most intimidating ground in the Premiership at times, although they weren't very loud at Man United on Sunday, in fairness, but he's coming to a big stadium, Vieira, making his debut for a big club, and I thought he looked really good in the few minutes he got. I'm with Kai all the way, mate. Yeah, I think he looked really good.
And Brad is saying Marquinez, is it? Jesus, I'm going to mispronounce another name, aren't I?
Oh.
To start, would you start him? He was meant to go out on loan. They've kept him in the squad, so you would have thought Europa League is where he'll need to go.
Yeah, and why not start him? There are some players that have stayed in the club, but it's all about how serious Arteta takes it and how good he thinks Zurich are. I don't know how good Zurich are. I don't look at the opposition. I never do. So
they were pot 4 in the competition. So in theory,
low there. Yeah. So he should give it a bit of a go. Yeah, he should put a few in and give it a go.
Terry next door has mentioned that St Gallen is a hybrid grass pitch, but Terry, aren't most pitches, like even the Emirates, they've got quite a lot of plastic and stuff and grass in their pitch. What do you mean by that, Terry?
He's just read that on Google, right? And I don't believe it because he's had that much beer he can't read now, in the big lad.
No, he was struggling with the last beer. It was too gassy.
Yeah, well, he said it was too gassy. I think he'd had enough.
You reckon?
Yeah. He'll shout in a minute, wait for it.
Yeah. He couldn't even drink his beer in the car, could he?
No. Threw it out the window.
Yeah. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. No, in fairness. No, he didn't throw it. No, he didn't. Well, he actually didn't, in fairness.
He didn't. So, are we going to see Matt Turner in goal?
50-50. I don't know. I can't say for sure. If I'm honest, really honest, first game in the Europa League, important to get off to a good start. I'd like to see Ramsdale play. But it's possible. Who knows with Mikel? He surprises us.
Oh dear.
Holding the gas in those. Oh, lovely! I can't wait.
I'm going in the other room and open the window. I tell you that. Jesus God.
Yeah.
So Heath reckons Turner and Holding will get a run out.
I think Holding will play definitely. Heath. Definitely Heath. Yeah.
I'd also probably play KT as well if you need some match time to get him fit. Cedric should play. And then in the midfield, you'd be starting Lokonga. Probably Smith Rowe would be playing. Eddie will be playing.
Yeah.
Who else is on that edge sort of area, you would think?
Yeah. I think he may well keep Xhaka, really, because he plays Xhaka every game, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So he may well keep Xhaka in and... what's happening there?
I'm just going to send a link to Alex because Alex might be joining us or not.
Oh, right.
So
We want to hurry up. It's nearly my bedtime.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, Truls is saying there that... and Truls is saying that
Cedric is out.
Cedric is injured, and Heath is saying that ESR is injured. So that's... I never knew that. It sort of moves the goalpost a bit, doesn't it, Ferg? Maybe...
It does a tad. It does a tad. One other topic in the news. Actually, I did bring them up a second ago. Look at these pictures. This is our journey up. This is what we drove past on the motorway. And these glacier lakes and these waterfalls. We've got loads more pictures, but it was absolutely stunning drive up. 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
Milan was a bit nervy. Oh, Jesus.
Them Italian drivers, they don't appreciate the word space, you know. I was swearing a little bit. Actually, I was swearing a lot.
Yeah,
yeah.
Listen, if you like what we do, click on the bell on the YouTube channel and subscribe.
Are we going now then?
No, not just yet. You're going to be up for hours yet.
No,
you're going to have to go back on the garage and get more beers.
You'll be up for hours because he's going to be snoring. That Terry, God, he snores for England.
So we've got Alex joining us shortly from Denmark. The thing that I did want to talk about was not necessarily Arsenal related, but it would be quite funny. Is Aubameyang joined Tuchel.
Wait a second, because Truls has made a great point there.
Okay.
Tomiyasu, exactly, Truls. Tomiyasu does need game time. And he's looked all right the little bit he's had since his injury. But yeah, great point, Truls. Tomiyasu desperately needs a full game, and I'm sure he will. Well, I hope he'll play tomorrow. Yeah, right. What are you saying?
Well, Truls also asked the question, what you guys think of the Chelsea sacking? Just didn't want to mention the club, but just to bring it up. I'm not surprised that Tuchel has gone. The one thing that makes me laugh is that Aubameyang, who played with Tuchel, is now going to go there and play for Graham Potter.
Well, I don't care. I don't care what they do. It's embarrassing what Chelsea have always done. And I don't say Graham Potter's going definitely there yet. He may decide not to after what we've seen. Was that Sammy up there?
It was Sammy.
Oh, hello, Sam. All right, sweetheart. I'm carrying him. He's had so much to drink. I'm carrying him, sweetheart. But he'll be all right. I'll look after him. Don't worry.
Hey, listen, the one thing's for sure, Sammy, there's no nightlife in this place. Where it's 9:00 at night and we're in the apartment. There's not much to do. So,
well, and anything you do is like 50 quid if you want to breathe or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah. How much was the cab? It was 4 kilometres.
4 kilometres was
25 quid.
20 over 20, between 20 and 25 quid. Yeah. Yeah.
And Truls is right that he should stay at
He
Brighton.
should. Yeah, he should.
Can you pronounce Tuchel again, please, Fergus?
Tuchel, that's not bad. He's done all right.
I did say it all right. So don't you start, Moroccan sunset man. You're double beer penalty on you now for me pronouncing that right.
Bring more money.
Bring more money. Listen, we'll try and do some bits and pieces if we can do around the stadium tomorrow. It's difficult because there's little signal. There's
Here he is.
Here he is. There's let's try that one. That's better. There's a little bit of signal, but data is a fortune. For us to do this 30-minute podcast would have cost $1,000 if we used mobile data. Alex, how are you, mate?
I'm very good. How are you guys?
Yeah, not bad. Sober, really sober.
Yeah.
How was the journey?
Not had a beer
How
all
was
day.
the journey?
Not had a beer all day.
Water.
The journey was good. The driver was excellent.
Careful, because careful.
I saw the video of you guys driving down with Louis Dunford in the car.
Yeah, it was a great drive, Alex. And
it looks stunning.
That particular track, I know I keep saying it, but it's worth keep saying. I grew up in North London, and I can relate to every single word of that track. It makes me smile, it makes me cry, it makes me shiver. I have every emotion listening to it, and I absolutely adore that lad. He's such a top lad, yeah.
So, Alex, I know we were going to have you on earlier, and I gave you very, very little notice to jump on.
Yeah, I only saw it now.
That's fine. That's fine. Give us a quick synopsis of what you're expecting for tomorrow, because we're going to wrap this up shortly. Well, what are you looking for tomorrow? What sort of lineups? And then let's do score predictions. What do you think of that one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll see a pretty strong squad. I think we'll see definitely Nketiah involved. Vieira as well. I saw Arteta made some comments that we're going to see Vieira involved tomorrow as well. So I'm looking forward to see him. I think he had a pretty good cameo in the United game. Showed us a bit of what he can do.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, son. Thank you.
Yeah.
Someone disagrees.
I didn't disagree. I just said I'm
slow to get into the game.
I mean, he did play a good ball in towards Martinelli, which I've seen a couple of times on Twitter as well. But I think we'll see a pretty strong squad. I think we'll get a comfortable victory as well. And I think hopefully just no injuries. That's one of the most important things for tomorrow. No injuries.
Good point, mate.
Yeah.
With what we're carrying already on the injury front, we don't want any more, do we? Good point.
Yeah, with Smith Rowe added to the injury list as well.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he's actually injured, or is that just something to protect him for the Everton game?
I saw some comments that Arteta did. He did an interview this a couple of hours ago, and he said he felt some pain in some. I think it was a recurring injury to what he's had last season as well, and he felt some discomfort in the same area. Okay. So hopefully it's just kind of precautionary, not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going for a score prediction then for tomorrow?
I'm going for 3-0 to the Arsenal. I think.
Oh wow!
It'll be important to keep a clean sheet. That would be good for us. We're probably going to see Matt Turner play tomorrow as well.
Yeah. As you were jumping on, that's what we would talk and see if you would see him or not.
Yeah, I think we will. But yeah, 3-0 to the Arsenal. And Nketiah goal.
Nketiah goal. We got Heath going for 3-0 and Truls going for 3-0.
5-0 Truls.
Truls went for 5-0.
5-0, sorry. Yeah, that's a bit strong, isn't it?
2 more than 3.
2 more. I do all of this stuff. You know what, Alex? You know how my setup is at home? That's fine.
Yeah.
I've got my different screens. I've got one screen and I got him going, hang on, I want to see this. I want to see this. I want all the other stuff on the screen. And he's sticking his all in. It's definitely an experience. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
You look happy, both of you. You look in good spirits.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
we are, mate.
It was the added ingredients that was in that burger.
Taxi for Fergus.
Heath, we're going to call that one day. Honestly,
taxi for Fergus.
He's a big lad, Heath. Don't mess with Heath.
Listen, if you pay for the taxi, I'll get it anywhere you want.
Heath, don't offer to pay for the taxi in Switzerland, mate. You'll be working for a month, I tell you.
We have to send Terry out to sell his body for tonight. Otherwise, we can't have any breakfast in the morning.
Is it that expensive? Oh,
eggs on toast. And Andy's gone for 3-1, and he's also said the 2 Ronnies. You know what?
Well, it's good night from me.
I must admit, I was watching this earlier, and I did think it did look a bit like that.
You know.
Oh, right. Look, listen, we got beer to drink.
Yeah.
Alex, we'll catch up with you. We'll catch up with you next week, and
for sure. Yeah. Maybe a bit more sober next time. Who knows?
No, we are surprisingly sober. We haven't had a lot to drink because it's just there's not a lot. It's really quiet.
I would say we're happy, Alex.
You look very happy, and it's nice seeing you laughing and smiling.
It's great. I'm so pleased you've joined us, my son.
Yeah, of course.
What's your? Excuse me, Alex. One moment. What's your forecast then?
3-0.
Really?
Mm.
Well,
it's a popular one.
And do you know what? Can you put the comments back up, please, Fergus? I'm gonna say 1-0 to the Arsenal. Me, I've been to so many away European games where we win, but we just win do enough. I'm going to say 1-0 to the Arsenal, and I'll be very happy with that.
We should roll over them. They've just sold their best player, one of their best players as well. It's gone to the Premier League, young Italian guy.
Really, I wouldn't know that, Alex, but so that gives us an even better chance then.
Ben Bennett's gone for 2-0. And
2-0.
then Irish Mick, just realised you were on. How come you're so sober? Mick, I'm mortgaged up to here on 3 pints and a burger.
Mick, if you could see under this table, I'm like a duck in the water, trying to Right, let's see Ben on here as well, because Ben is one of the greatest Arsenal fans I know. Young lad. He won't mind me saying he's had a bit of an hard time recently, and I know he finds great solace in coming to watch the Arsenal, and he's a wonderful lad. He's Ben. A lot of the songs we sing recently at the Arsenal are down to Ben Bennett. So cheers, mate. Thanks, Ben, and
thanks for the Jesus song.
Yeah.
And we will be singing in the North Bank and in the Clock End too. Ole, ole, ole.
Yes.
Ole, ole, ole.
Are we playing Louis when we finish? The proper Louis?
The full one?
Yeah, I might cry, yeah.
All right. Here we go. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Alex.
Nice chatting to you.
Mate. We'll see you very soon. Thanks.
Definitely, yeah. And enjoy the game tomorrow.
Oh, we will do, mate.
Ferg, can you do me a favour next time we're doing this? Because it's the first time we've ever done it next to each other. Can you do me a favour?
Wear deodorant.
No, can you clean your teeth?
Sing along if you know.
Trevor will be.
As I walk these streets alone, through this bar I call home, upon the barren fields of ivory, beneath the stadiums of stone, through the turnstiles of the angel, see the homeless on the green, from the Cali to the cross, and every shithole in between. Past the church, the mosque, a crack den, and the offie on the corner. See the brasses from the brothel, the pretend to be a serious. Watch the bedroom in the bookies, see the winners.
Thank you, Louis.
Losers, seeking solace from their sorrow in the local battle cruisers. Through the madness in the market, where the faces turn to Greek. Hello, brother, how's your mother? You're right, son, we like a geezer. Double pie and mash and liquor. A couple rolls, giddy up chat, or watch retired gangsters bicker. Every day an office chat. The little fuckers causing trouble for the causes make you smile. You meet your muckers for a couple, forget your troubles for a while. From the full nil to the hemi, all the faces are the same. Cause the manner might be changing, but the people still remain. Ready?
Come on, Trev.
It's Trev time.
It's Trev time. Let me get the banner out.
Alex, and anyone else that happens to be looking, it's the first time me and Ferg have done this sat next to each other. We're normally hundreds or even thousands of miles apart, right? But it's just reiterated and confirmed why we do it, right? I do it because I'm having a laugh with my mate here, and my mate Alex, and my mate anyone else that might be on here, right? We're not making money. We're not going to shout and rant and rave. We're not going to entertain you by doing outrageous things. But we're going to talk about the Arsenal with our friends. I love Fergus. Alex, it was so strange how I met you and your dad. I'm sitting in the pins, reading the newspaper, waiting for Fergus to come and join me, and you and your dad very politely said, "Do you mind if we sit at the table?" And I gave you 5 seconds of my time. Yeah, of course I don't mind. I'm reading the paper. And the fact that we've grown to be such good friends that's
what football's about, isn't it?
The Arsenal Football Club is all about, Alex.
Yeah.
Our fan base is special, very special, and that's us. And
that's what I love coming over for the games.
We're very special, and I'm proud of what we are. And let's hope it goes on for a long time, eh? And Terry's in the back room now, and I mean the same about Terry as well. All right. Cheers, Fred.
No worries.
Love you, son. I nearly kissed you then.
Oh, Jesus.
You know how to shave, so.
Save that for later.
Thank God for that. Alex, that's you, mate.
See you, everybody. Cheers, Alex.
Cheers. Bye.
Lovely to speak.
You've been listening to Guns and Yellow Ribbons, an Arsenal podcast by Arsenal fans for Arsenal fans.
Right, Trev, get the beers in.
Follow us on Facebook at Guns and Yellow Ribbons and Twitter at Guns and Ribbons. And remember to rate and review us too.
Terry, call the goals.